What's up, it's Tony back with another episode of the It's Tony podcast, and today I want to talk about this Joey Badass versus Columbia situation. Joey Badass was supposed to have an album coming out August 1st, but he says Columbia is delaying his album.
Being said that, the album not coming August 1st, but this time it's not my fault. Man, my shit got pushed back because the label pushed my shit back.
So at first, when I saw this video and watched it in full, I was like, why would they push it back? And I was disappointed because I feel like Joey Badass had a good year with him going against the West Coast. It just was a good year. It seemed like a lot of momentum was in his favor, pushing for an album coming out. But then I had to question again, why don't they want this album to come out? Why are they pushing it back? And I started to really think about it. I honestly think they're pushing it back because they don't think it's going to be as good as what they expected or thought it would be. I saw him perform on Jimmy Fallon, and when you look at the views for that, he's not even cracking 100K. I feel like they feel like the album is not going to be as successful, or they're not going to be able to recoup. So they're telling him to push it back. He even said in the video on Instagram, like they had a plan for him to...
August 1st, they wanted me to announce that the project wasn't coming out on August 1st. That's the day that the shit's supposed to come out. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas smoking meth?
I understand why he would be mad as an artist that his label wants him to do that, but I kind of agree with his label for wanting him to do that. When other artists do that, they have a moment on social media where people are outraged and people are more inclined to talk about the album release, and just you get more engagement. So I understand why the label wants him to do that, basically engagement farming. But I think Joey has to look in a mirror and say, yes, I had a lot of momentum coming up to this album, but right now it's not there. And I think Joey has to be accountable for that. I think that he has to realize that he had a bunch of momentum, but he didn't do the best to make it the biggest thing that it was supposed to be. In my opinion, I think Joey should have shot directly at Kendrick Lamar and made it a bigger moment, then used that whole thing as an album rollout. And he has to be accountable, and the label also has to be accountable for not having a good rollout. Like I said, I seen him on Jimmy Fallon, and when I tell you guys, the song that he was performing was whack, and then the performance was corny. Look at this.
Here long, I got hands for brothers and big arms. Make no mistake, I came to put some hands on the state. Hip hop, heavyweight, eating off you brothers' plate. They thought that I was light work, so they said they little man to kill me, thought it might work. All 2025, I hit them where it might hurt. Here you boys more bars. Try to send these G League dudes after the All-Star.
I know as fans, we are always supposed to be on the artist side and never really agree with the label. But if we were the label, like if you were in the label shoes and you see this performance and then you look at the numbers for the viewership, why as a label would you want this album to come out right now? He has no momentum. It's not going to sell well. And in this environment, in this state of the culture, numbers matter. They matter. I agree with the label. You have an album coming out and your performance hasn't even cracked 100K. We aren't setting you up for success if we say, yes, drop this album right now. I'm just being honest. The crazy thing is, I think that is the best time for an artist like Joey Badass to put an album out. With artists like Clips and Freddie Gibbs putting out good music and people actually gravitating to it, I think Joey can benefit from dropping an album right now. But he has to do it right. It cannot be a trash rollout. It can't be trash music. It can't be corny performances. It has to be authentic. It has to look good. Right now is the best time for Joey. And if he doesn't know that, the label should know that. And they should work together. So I'm not just going to blame the label. We know enough now that labels are shitty. We know enough now that the labels take advantage of artists and make them sign bad deals. So if the artists know that, the fans know that, why are we always going to side with the artists if they are complicit? You sign with them. So work with them so you can get the best from your agreement. But artists are emotional and sensitive about their art. So I understand him being upset. But after he's done being upset, I think that he should just take a step back and appreciate the delay. Now do a better rollout and put out better music and then go on a better press run. Like go to the Joe Budden podcast. I think that is a perfect spot for him to go right now and speak about many different things, speak about music, speak about everything, and get more people and get more eyes on your project that is coming. I think the project will be good if he is rapping like he's been rapping recently. If he uses his momentum and all the things that he has going on to make this album look the best and sound the best that it needs to be. Right now is the time for artists like Joey, and I'm not going to debate it with anybody.